So first of all, I would like to pay my respect to the lecturer. My name is Nhon Ralin. We are from Group 11. So today, the Group 11s will respond on one topic, which is about the benefits and challenges of flexible working arrangement. So if you want to know or identify about this topic, please watching this video until to the end. And there are 9 members in my group, including me, Nhon Ralin, Liza, Sodalin, Kaknika, Lymey, Sopharin, Kuysing, Vibol, and Sopharin. So to be more understanding about this one, so please go to our contents together. So our content will focus only 5 main points. The first one is introductions. Second point is benefits of flexible working arrangement. That is challenges of flexible working arrangement. Fourth, the best practice for implementing flexible working arrangement. And the last one, conclusion here. So let's go to introduction presented by me. So introduction of this topic. So as you know, the flexible working arrangement are coming from increasingly popular in modern workplace. You know, when the people have flexible work, I mean that they have a flexible time to work. They want to work full time or work part time like that. For example, one staff can work part time if they are busy at with family or at the others or at doing something. So whenever the people have flexible time, so they will be happy to work with us as well or work with that company as well. So about the second part is benefits of flexible working arrangement. So let's move the first main point is improve work-life balance. So work-life balance is very important or crucial for everybody, including me. Whenever I have the work-life balance, so I can balance or I can work very well to get the successful point that company let me do. For example, so they can spend time for working, and after working, so they can have time for travel or for spend with the family as well. Yeah, because the company let them to have the holiday or have about the family trip like that. So to learn more about the family, to learn more about the company, and also they are happy to work in that company as well. So the second one is increase productivity. So whenever the staff have balanced time, so they focus only the productivity or the production of the company as well. While they're happy, they have balanced time, they have enough time for working, they have enough time for family, they have divide the good or schedule the good time for work and family. So they are happy, they want to work like that. So that's all of my points. So I want to give the floor to the second member to represent about the other points too. Thank you.
Yes, good evening, teacher, and hello everyone. My name is Seour Sodalin. I'm responsible for part 3, which is about enhance employee satisfaction and retention. So in here I raise 3 parts, which is number 1 is more control and freedom. So where employees can decide their own work hours or work from home, they feel more in control of their job. So this freedom often make them feel more satisfied and motivated. And number two is less stress, like not having to commute every day or deal with liquid work. Employees are generally more relaxed and happier when they can avoid long commute or adjust their work hour to suit their job, suit their needs. And number three is loyalty and longer stay. So when employees happy with their work setup, they more likely to stay with the company longer. So flexible work option can make employees feel more valued and less likely to leave their job. And next slide is about cost saving for employee and employer. So saving for employee has 3 points also. Number one is no commute cost. Yes, working from home means no spending on gas or public transport or parking. And cheaper clothes and meals. So employees don't need to buy any work clothes or eat out for lunch if they working from home. They can cook for themselves. And last but not least is lower childcare costs. So flexible hour can help employees manage their childcare needs better, which can save money. And next slide is for saving for employer. So saving employer means less office space need. Yes, with more employees working from home, company don't need as much office space. So this save money on rent and utilities. And number two is lower utilities bill. As I have mentioned, fewer people in the office mean less spending on things like electricity, water, and office supplies. Yes, and last but not least is more product employees. So employees who can work flexibility might be more productive, which can lead to better result and effectively for the company also. So flexible work can make employees happier and save money for both worker and companies. It's like a win-win solution, right? And it's also important to manage the challenge to get the best result also. Yes, so this is the end of my part. Thank you.
Good evening, lecturer, and hello everyone. My name is Lisa. I'm going to continue from my member. So I'm going to talk about the access to a product talent pools. So let's start. First and foremost, flexible work policy enable organizations to hire skilled professionals from anywhere in the world. This means that companies are no longer limited to local candidates, which can significantly enhance their recruitment capabilities. Imagine being able to select from a global pool of talent, allowing you to find the best fit for your organization, regardless of geographical constraints. Furthermore, diversity and innovation. So this broader talent pool fosters diversity and innovation within the workplace. When teams are composed of individuals from various cultural backgrounds and experiences, they bring unique perspectives that can lead to enhanced creativity and improve problem solving. Diverse teams are often more innovative because they can approach challenges from multiple angles, ultimately driving better business outcomes. Number three, enhance flexibility. Flexible working arrangements offer enhanced flexibility in recruitment. This flexibility is particularly beneficial for attracting candidates who may face barriers in traditional employment settings, such as caregivers or individuals with disabilities. By providing adaptable roles, companies can create an inclusive environment that welcomes diverse talent. Last one, challenges in recruitment. It is important to acknowledge that accessing a larger talent pool also presents certain challenges. Organizations must adopt their recruitment strategies to effectively manage a high volume of applicants and navigate different labor laws and tax regulations across regions. This requires careful planning and resources, but can ultimately lead to a stronger workforce. In summary, by embracing flexible working arrangements, organizations can significantly expand their talent search while fostering diversity and inclusion. Moving on to environmental benefits. There are four of benefits for environmental. The first one is the reduction in commuting emissions with fewer employees traveling daily to an office. We see a notable decrease in traffic congestion and air pollution. This shift not only improves air quality in urban areas but also contributes positively to our planet by decreasing reliance on fossil fuels. Imagine the impact if more companies adopted remote work policies. Fewer cars on the road would lead to cleaner air for everyone. Sustainable business practice. Organizations that adopt flexible work policy often align themselves with broader sustainability goals by minimizing the need for large office space and associated resources like electricity and heating. Businesses can significantly reduce their overall environmental impact. This commitment not only benefits the planet but also enhances a company's reputation among consumers who prioritize eco-friendly practice. Thirdly, encouraging remote work culture. So, promoting a remote work culture encourages thirdly, encouraging remote work culture. Promoting a remote work culture encourages sustainable practice throughout the organization. For instance, companies can reduce travel-related emissions by favoring virtual meetings over in-person conferences or client visits. This not only maintains operational efficiency but also demonstrates a commitment to environmental responsibility. Lastly, enhanced corporate reputation. It is worth nothing that such commitments can improve a company's image among environmentally conscious consumers and stakeholders. In today's market, many consumers prefer to engage with businesses that prioritize sustainability, which can lead to increased loyalty and customer retention. So, to sum up, flexible working arrangements provide significant environmental benefits by reducing commuting emissions and promoting sustainable business practice. By leveraging these advantages, organizations not only contribute to positively to the environmental but also enhance their competitiveness in the marketplace. So this is the end of my part. Moving on to my next member. Thank you.
So first of all, I would like to pay my high respect to literatures. My name is Srun Kaknika. So I would like to present it about my point. My point is talking about the challenges of the flexible working arrangement. So the first main point is communication and collaboration difficulty. When we're talking about communications difficulty, we talk about how we cannot make the contacting and communication smoothly between the person in person. So the first point that I'm going to raise, what is the difficulty in communication, is the language barriers. So because of the language barriers, it's not only to co-worker but to everyone that actually really make the difficulty to the communications. And also, as we know that most of our peoples from all around the world do speak different language. So language barrier can also cause the difficulty to communications. And the second one is different communication styles. So different communication style is actually also a difficulty to communication because as we know that in nowadays we have a lot of styles in communications like us on the internet, on the PC calls, and also calls by through mobile phone, email, something like that. So this kind of styles, different styles of anybody's can also cause the difficulty in communication. So let us move to the third one. The third one is technical issues. So the technical issue also a difficulty in communication because as we know that if we talking about the person that actually choose the internet, we use technology to communication with each other. But what if that person actually don't know how to use the internet or technology? It may cause a difficulty to communication between each others. Let's move to the fourth one is the information overload. The information overload also causes the communication into the difficult because one that you makes the information overload, the your partners or the communicator maybe cause a difficulty for you to understand. That is why we cause it into the communication difficulty and would likely to like not understand between each other. Let's move to the fifth one is cultural differences. Cultural differences also one of the cause of communication difficulty. As we know, not only in business companies, in between employee to employee or employee to employer, we have a lot of cultural differences between like from Asia, from nations, from religions that also can cause difficulty in communication. So the last one that I'm going to raise is the generations now differences.
as generational differences, we're talking about the ages, such as the generations that we also know as like we call it Gen Z, Gen Z, Gen Y, millennials. That is the generation differences between person from person in ages that actually causes by the communication not really smoothly because the language that we use, the trainings, also the mindsets that actually really different from each other. It also can cause these generations now differences cause the communication difficulty. So let us move to the second point. My second point is about the collaboration difficulty. So what is collaboration difficulty? As we know, the collaboration in between person and person, partners and groups, as we working in the same organization and company. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the lack of trust. Lack of trust may cause a lot of issues and difficulty in collaboration because if your partners, your group member do not trust you, it may cause a lot of difficulty for us to work together to make the collaboration make a way into smoother and working. Let's move to the second one is different work styles. So as you and your coworker may have different work style, like some people prefer to work individually, some people prefer to work as a group. So that is why your work style may be differences from each others. Also, some people may not really get along in working together in the same projects, and some may be too competitive in the same organizations or company. So that may also cause the difficulty in collaborations. The third one is dominant personality. So the dominant personality here talking about the personal or the persons or the collaboration between partner and partner, but the personality also involving in this difficulty because we have to know what kind of personality his or hers. So yeah, yes, the collaboration also involving in personality of the person that you're going to work with. So it may cause you the difficulty in collaboration as well. The fourth one is lack of clear roles and responsibilities. So as you know, the collaboration work is the work between people to people. And if you did not clear your roles and responsibility, the persons may cause in the boundary of the others, and also can cause a conflictions between people to people in responsibility of their parts, and it may cause a lot of difficulty in collaboration because we want to work in the same goals and the same mindset. But if you did not clear your roles and responsibility, it may cause a big difficulty in the results for the collaboration work. So the last one I'm going to talk about is the conflicting goals. Conflicting goal is talking about personal goals as one person in another that actually did not have the same goals about they have to work in the collaborations in collaborative work. It may cause difficulty for them because their mindset, their goals, the way that they're going to make it success is different. So that is why it may cause difficulty to you to work as a collaboration works. So my second main point is blurred boundary between work and personal life. So he is talking more about how the work and your personal life being involved, and it's actually a boundary for people to have work and personal life boundary. And the first one I'm going to talk about is the cause of blurred boundary. It's may cause because you do not know your boundary between work times and personal life time. They can cause you into a depressions, the stressful, and also completely forget about your personal life because it may cause because of your coworkers, your employers, and also yourself have pressures on the works more than your personal life. And also some of others also bully their personal life into the work. Like it means that they use their personal life involved in their works. It may be cause them to unfocus in their works, and also somehow they focus more in their personal life instead of looking forward to do the jobs pretty well. So this can cause the blurry boundary in between their work and personal life. The consequences of blurry boundary, like it may cause you into the stressful. Some coworkers or some employees may call into depressions, stress, exhausting, tired, and also like lose the personal interesting in work, because they may think that is the boundary may make the consequences for them. That is why they may actually not really comfortable in work, and also making their personal life between work and personal life into the boundaries of consequences. So the last one I'm going to talk about is the solution to blurry boundary. So the solution here, you have to have your own boundary to understand between working time and personal life time. Such as you may work from the morning to the evening shift, and that is all. This is end. If you finish your work, that is finishes. So you have to continue your personal life after you're working, or you may have not involving your personal life, like not using your working time into your personal except emergencies. So there is the some solution, and you have to relaxing yourself, making your environment into a friendly working environment, making like your personal life not really involving in your work, and also have some time to relax after your working. So that is all of my point. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my team, for the presentation. So, my name is Lymey. I would like to pay my high respect to Professor as well. So, now move to my point. Reduce access to resources and support. So, reduce access to resource and support in a working arrangement can significantly impact employee performance, job satisfaction, and overall organization effectiveness. And as you can see here, we have some consideration and potential strategy to address the issue as well. But first, we need to identify the impact of reduced access. So first here, as you can see, it is the decreased productivity. This is one of the impact. Which can lead employee that may struggle to complete tasks efficiently without the necessary tool or information. Next is lower morale. Employee feeling unsupported, which can lead to frustration and disengagement among all other employees. Next is increased stress. Employee may experience higher stress level when they lack access to resource needed to perform their job effectively. And next is impaired collaboration. Limited access to communication tool or collaborative platform can hinder teamwork and innovation as well. And the last is about skill stagnation. Without training resources, employee may miss opportunities for professional development as well. So as we can see some of the impact here, so let's move to the strategy to mitigate reduced access. So as you can see, we have 7 points here. The first point will be about access resource needed. So access resource needed refer to regularly evaluate what resource employee need to perform their job effectively. Next is enhanced communication. Ensure that there are open channels for employee to voice their concern about resource accessibility. Next is encourage flexibility. We should allow for flexible working arrangement that can help employee balance their need and productivity as well. And number 4 is foster a supportive culture. So we can create an environment where employees feel comfortable seeking help and sharing challenge related to resource accesses. And number 5, allocate budget wisely. We should ensure that budget are aligned with the resource needs of team to prevent shortage. Next is promote peer support. Encourage collaboration among employees so they can share knowledge and resources. And the last one is monitor and adjust. This point, we should continuously monitor the effectiveness of resource allocation and make adjustment as necessary. So by proactively addressing reduced access to resource and support, organization can enhance employee engagement, productivity, and overall success. So let's move to next point about monitoring and measuring productivity. So as you can see some of the method in the slide here, but before we go to that, I would like to explain you a little bit first. Monitoring and measuring productivity is in a working arrangement is crucial for understanding performance, identifying area for improvement, and ensuring that organizational goals are met. So here is an overview of method to monitor and measure productivity. So first is about key performance indicator, or most of you often say it as the KPIs. So the purpose of KPI is to define specific measurable KPI relevant to individual roles or term. For example, such as the sales target, project completion rate, customer satisfaction score as well. So next is time tracking tool. We can use software to track the time spent on various tasks. The tool that we can use, such as the Clockify, that can help employee log their hour and activity in and out. And number 3 is regular check-in. We can schedule regular one-on-one meeting or team check-in to discuss about the progress, challenge, and resource needed. Number 4, project management software. We can utilize the tool to track project progress and task completion. And most of the company have their own visual dashboard that can provide the insight into workload and deadline as well. And number 5 is about survey and feedback. We can conduct employee survey to know about their satisfaction, their engagement, and perceived productivity also. If we can get the regular feedback from peers, we can also provide the insight into the collaborative effort as well. And number 6 is output measurement. We can assess the quantity and quality of work produced over a specific period. 7 is performance review. We can conduct a periodic performance review to evaluate employee contribution against set objective. Or we can use a combination of self-assessment and manager evaluation as well. Number 8 is benchmark. About this benchmark, we can compare productivity metrics against industry standards or historical data to identify trends and area for improvement as well. So for this section, I would like to provide a small of the example. For example, we have a company that has a remote sales team that need to monitor productivity effectively. So first step is about the KPI. We can set up the monthly sales target, the number of client meeting schedule, the customer satisfaction from the post-sale survey. And second, we can track each salesperson logs hour that spent on client call, follow-up, and administrative tasks using a tool like some system as well. And number 3 is about a regular check-in. We can have a weekly team meeting to discuss about the progress towards sales target and share successful strategy. And number 4, we can conduct a quarterly employee satisfaction survey to assess morale and engagement level. Also, we can review the number of deal closed each month and analyze conversion rate from lead to sale also. Plus, we can conduct the review based on the defined KPI, discussing achievement and area for growth. And the last is we can compare the team sales performance with industry average to identify the strength and weakness of our team as well. So by implementing this method, the company can gain a comprehensive understanding of productivity levels within its remote sales team, allowing for informed discussion to enhance performance and support employee effectively. So that's all for my presentation. Let's move to the next presenter. Thank you.
I'm Sopharin and I would like to continue the next part of challenges of flexible working arrangement. That in part 5, talking about potential for inequity. The first one, I would like to talking about access opportunity. In this case, it means that it's possible that not every worker has equal access to flexible work schedule. For example, position requiring physically present could restrict an employee flexibility and cause them to feel excused. And the next one is about visibility and recognition. In this case, refer to when we compare the college worker with that working in office and some employee has worked remotely or flexibility could find it difficult to become visible. Promotion, professional program, respect and performance review may be impacted by this. And the third is talking about workload disparities. In this case, some employees may take on more responsibility while others may not, leading to perceived or real inequity in workload and recognition. And the next one is talking about impact on company culture. That the first one, I would like to select communication barrier. Communication barrier refer to unplanned meeting and casual conversation which are essential for establishing rapport and promoting teamwork can be impacted by flexible arrangement. The next one is about team cohesion. Team cohesion refer to remote work can create role where team members feel disconnected from one another, potentially weakening team dynamic and morale. And the last is diluting of value. It is referred to a strained company culture often relies on share, experience and value. Each employee are not physically present together. It can be challenging to maintain a cohesive culture. And it's the end of my part, so I would like to pass the floor to my next member.
Good evening, lecturer and classmates. My name is Vibol, and so now I would like to continue presentation on the third point is foster a result-oriented culture. In order to build a result-oriented culture in organization, it should be adopt the principle of management. We can say MBO, because MBO is a management technique that focus on setting specific objective and goal and align with the overall organizational goal to achieve the result. And I have raised up 5 points. The first one is setting clear goal. The first step in building a result-oriented culture with MBO principle is to set a clear and specific goal. A goal should be use the SMART method. They are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Also, the goal should be more challenging and motivated employee to strive for the excellence. And About the employees also should be involved, should be more involved in setting their own objective to ensure buy-in and commitment. And the second one is incorrect accountability. So in order to enhance the effective productivity, engagement from employee, organizations should adopt the or empower the employees to take the ownership for the task and responsibility, and also to use the key performance indicator to track progress and hold individual accountable for their contribution. And the third one is about improve communication. So in order to improve communication in effective way, we should create a channel, or organization should create a group channel for regular feedback between employee and management in order to give feedback together, in order to improve, to develop uh, the performance of the employee, and also you can share the organizational performance data and progress toward the goal to build the trust and collective responsibility of among employee. The fourth one is recognize and reward performance. In so in organization should develop a recognition program that celebrate individual and team achievement, and also offer opportunity for advancement based on performance in correcting high performance mindset. So it will be gain engagement from, and also motivate the employee to more engage in their responsibility and to improve their performance. And last but not least is evaluate and adjust. Uh, in this point, the organization must conduct a regular review of performance metric or measurement, and culture initiative to assess the effectiveness. Uh, Moreover, organization or management should use to take the employee feedback to refine the process, ensuring that culture remain aligned with organizational goal. And another point is offer support and training. So it is the responsibility of the management in order to ensure that the team member is always developed. So in order to offer an effective support and training, uh, I have raised up four main points. Is the first one is develop training, and so develop training program. Uh, Develop, so training programs should be developed uh, to make sure that it is comprehensive and easy to understand, and also they must use the various method, including online training, in-person training, and one-on-one coaching, and is the one effective way to encourage or support and training. The second one is encourage ongoing learning. So motivate and encourage team member to continue learning is very important. Try to provide them with access to resources such as book, podcasts, and so webinar, and also encourage them to attend the conference and also even where they can learn. The third one is provide regular feedback. Providing feedback to member performance is also very important because this will help them to identify where they need to improve and make necessary change, and also uh, but be specific with your feedback and provide actionable steps that they can take to improve. And last but not least is celebrate success. Celebrate success to your team member or employee, no matter how small or big, because this will have to keep them motivated and engaged with the organization. So now my presentation is get to the end. So let me pass this floor to the next member.